Do you want to hear a joke?
No, thank you.
What is a skeleton's favorite instrument? A trombone!
Your jokes are terrible.
I thought it was pretty good.
Please go away.
I don't get it.
Hi there, I have 4 Ultra Skellies talking to each other by way of this prop activator by Dimitri Creations. What I did to make this all work was to record a bunch of lines into the Skelly app, into each Skelly. I kind of used a spreadsheet and I used a timer to see how long each line of dialogue was, and you can actually see that in the Skelly app too. And basically I wrote a script. I recorded the lines I wanted each of the 4 Skellies to say. I then documented the amount of time each line was taken. So Skelly number 1 says, do you want to hear a joke? And it takes about 3 seconds. And so that's what I wrote down. Skelly 1, the line joke, and then 3 seconds. And then I did that for all the lines. Then I came to the propped activator and I went, this is going to make some noise here as I scroll through this thing because it's going to trigger the first skeleton, I think.
Do you want to hear a joke?
See, I did that. Let me get back to here. As I go through my settings, I have 4 props going. I am just doing fixed 1 second triggers. Could use sequential, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Random will just hop around. If you just had skeletons that just say random phrases and you want them to just kind of do their thing or intermingle with other props in the yard, you can choose random. But we're using manual right now. And as I go into manual, I have 10 steps, I believe, and I think there'll be more eventually. For step number 1, I have prop 1 or Skelly number 1. I've chosen. I set the timer for 3 seconds for his line of dialogue. Then I go to prop 2. Prop 2 says no thank you. And that's a 3-second line. So I add 3 seconds. Prop 1 then is the Skelly telling his joke. It's a longer period of time, so I set it to 6 seconds. The joke is actually 7 seconds long, and I found that if you have a 4-second phrase, you go to 3 seconds here on the prop activator, and they kind of overlap a little better, and it sounds a little more natural. If you watched the beginning of this video game, I probably could do a better job by shrinking the seconds toward the tail end of the conversation. Prop 4, or step 4, is the 3rd prop. And we set 1 second there for that. Even though that line of dialogue for this prop is about 4 seconds, I set the timer for 1 second so that the next prop, Skelly number 2, could overlap dialogue with Skelly number 3. So one goes, ha 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 ha, and Skelly number 2 goes, and they kind of say it at the same time. So it's a way to have them talk over each other by, again, it's all just timeline. You're just writing out a sequence in a timeline. As we keep going, step 6 is prop 4, goes for 3 seconds. Step 7 is prop 1, saying, I think it was like, I didn't think it was a bad joke. And it continues on. And then you kind of just keep scrolling through this thing until it's done. And then it triggers.
What is a skeleton's favorite instrument?
No,
A trombone!
So anyway, that's kind of the quick nickel tour of how I was able to animate 4 Ultra Skellies to make them look like they're having a conversation. Oh, there it goes. All right.